Okay, so, you know, we talked about the other day, and I can give you a copy of this today because it's in the toolkit, I believe. But we have a pre-purchase checklist. Have you seen that in the toolkit?
Yes.
Okay, whether you're wholesaling or you're retailing, this is always a good thing to kind of list out the items on here. Because if you're wholesaling it, do you think the retail buyer is going to appreciate that you took the time to take the notes to hand to them?
Yeah.
Of course they will, right? So I would use this pre-purchase checklist on a regular basis, every property you go out to, and just kind of use it as a guide for yourself where you can plug in the purchase price, what you're going to bid on it, how much the rehab's going to be, what would the end selling price be, and what's the potential profit. Even if it's going to be for an end user or an end investor, you can have this. Yeah, it's efficient. So it's a toolkit you should definitely want to use. I mean, there you go. You have one in your toolkit as well. There's a printed copy. But, you know, follow that as a guideline a little bit so that you have some formality when you're out on your appointments, because a lot of people think they go out to an appointment and wing it, you know, and you can, and that may work for a little bit, guys, but having formality and having the set things in place, knowing what to ask and the proper questions can help you close a deal better. Because you mentioned to me earlier how you had this lady, you build a rapport, but you really have all the, you had some of the questions answered right, but some of the questions weren't answered right. You know, some of the factual questions. So make sure when you're going out on appointments, before you go out, ask the right questions, get all the facts, right? Get out to the appointment and then build that rapport like you were doing. And what you're gonna see is you're gonna be able to close the deal better because you have the formality in front of you and you're putting it together in a form that actually works, okay? Because, you know, when you go out and wing it, a lot of guys go out and wing it. I'm going to wing it and not know what the values are, not know what the wholesale number is, not know what they owe on the property, not even know their first name probably in some cases, right? And it's true. I mean, know the stuff before you go out to the appointment. Get out to the appointment, take your notes, be professional, use this as a formality thing, and actually wrap a deal up. Because guess what? We're going into a market where the most valuable asset, whether you're a wholesaler or retail, is inventory. So what you learned here today is get as much inventory under your belt as possible, because that will turn into money in your pocket every single time.
Sure. Yeah, I most definitely can. Already just looking at this is golden, because we're not wholesalers, we're not mechanics, we're not nobody that fix things. We're not contractors. We work with contracts and we deal with people. We don't deal with physical things in the home. So being able to have an outline or a guideline to follow, there's nothing more you can ask from that. That already increases the efficiencies, because now I don't have to, like you say, Ray, wing it. You don't have to guess, because guessing makes them guess. And the more time you give your seller or buyer, gives them time to think, and it lowers increase the chance of your deal. So
yeah, educate yourself before you go out. Stick to the form, stay on the track, and make it a deal that's going to make sense every single time. Don't be a time waster, okay? I have one of the biggest things I hate about wholesalers and retail guys is they do a lot of time wasting. Don't waste time. Get out there, do the right thing, set up the appointment, know the facts, and make it happen smoothly, okay?
So he gave me something kind of before this is,
you know, if you don't like it, you can always change it up, but it's a nice little guideline you can go through.
Yeah.
You know,
stuff to look out for.
You know, you could put on there, you know, like, let's put it this way. If you went through this list and put on all the issues with the house, and then you went to the values, then, you know, a retail person is going to be like, oh, wow, that's, you know, okay, you took the time to do that. So, but this one's missing stuff.
Not only that, I feel like it'll be better for when you finally do get to the...
Oh, that's pre-purchase. That's pre-purchase.
But when you get to the end, at least you know ain't nobody gonna jip you in. So, you know what I mean? You got more of a knowledge of it.
All right, hey guys, Abboud here, Mastering on the Flip 2.0. I have a person here today that I want you guys to hear from his mouth that you guys can do this too. Anyone can do this. All you gotta do is take the time and effort and get signed up, okay? So here he is. Tell him what you're thinking.
No knowledge, little knowledge. If you're ready to put in that action, if you're ready to put your 10 toes on the ground, you're gonna wanna come to flippingmasterminds.com with my brother Ray. He'll set you up with everything you need and will need to know.
So hopefully today you guys, you know, you learned a little bit of stuff. But remember to stick to the questions I told you. That way you keep with formality and, you know, the importance of each question. Obviously, it goes with you know, where you're going to leave with it, making the appointment or not, you know, so keep that in mind. But you know, tomorrow when you get started on all the postcarding, door hangering, like, let's make it happen.
Oh yeah, for sure.
All right.
I see now. If you take no action, it won't get done.
No action doesn't get done. All right, guys. You want it. You want to take action. You want to follow all the steps and tools in the program, and you really, really want to make sure you put the time in, because with no time, there's going to be no result. With time, you'll have result. I promise you that.